Hi, my name is Sukrit Ghate. I'm from Perpetual Profits, and today we are going to do the market overview. So let's get started. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the weekly chart, the daily chart, and maybe we can go to a lower time frame in order to see how the market has been. This is a supply level which I've marked in the previous videos as well. And why I keep marking this particular level is because how the market has reacted to this level. So I'll show you the kind of reaction that we've gotten from it. So the first time it was touched here, it was tested here, then the market fell again. There was a second time when it was tested, so the market fell and reacted again to this level. There was a third time as well, where the market has reacted again, and this is the fourth time which is the current market situation. So what has happened is this level is been tested quite a few times, and it's pretty crucial in order to see what kind of demand and supply levels are formed on the lower time frame because of this particular level. So I'll just erase these drawings. I wanted to show you another interesting level, that is the demand level, which is right here. So let's say this particular level is in the range of, write it down for you. So it's ranging from 16,000 to 48 to 15,558. So this level can play a very crucial part again in order to understand how the market would make a correction. This is a level that can help. From this level we can see that the market would definitely try to make some changes in the other direction, and this probably there are levels formed on the daily chart also because of this particular level. So what we'll do is we'll use this supply level, rather the supply zone, and this demand zone as reference points, right? And we'll go to a lower time frame and see what kind of, we'll keep going lower and lower to refine those levels, and we'll see what kind of other levels are formed and which can be traded as well. So now I'm going to go to the daily chart so you can see what kind of levels are formed in the particular weekly supply and demand zone or around it. So in or around is fine, not something too far from it wouldn't make too much sense. So let's just check out some levels on the daily chart. So if you see, this is a rally, base and a drop. So this is again a supply zone. So rally, base and a drop. So because of this level, what has happened is the level that I had marked, this supply zone that I had marked, was formed. So I would not trade this particular zone, but I would have definitely traded this one. And as I've said in my previous videos, the first couple of candles only react, they go into the zone and then the market reacts to that, which is exactly what has happened. And another reason for this particular this supply zone to work so well is because it is also a little bit inside the weekly supply zone as well as around it. So what I would consider this would be, it is inside the weekly zone and hence it has worked quite well. So moving on, let's find any demand zones on the daily chart if we are able to. So this is a demand zone that I've marked. It is 1 2 3 4 5 6 candle basing. Zone, and as you have seen, it has reacted. Yesterday this big green candle was formed, and the reason for this is because there is a very nice gap that's here, and this is a demand zone that is not very easily tradable, only because it has a lot of basing candles, and also it's a very big demand zone. So what happens is your entries and your stop losses become really big, and you cannot really optimize your trade because of that. So it would be a hard zone to trade, but it is definitely a good zone. When it was fresh, it has definitely reacted also, and the reaction is this green candle that we saw. This was on Friday that had happened. It was almost a 200 plus point movement that happened, right? So this is because of this particular demand zone. As you can see, there might have been quite a lot of unfilled orders, which got fulfilled in that particular area. So this was the analysis for the daily chart. Let's go to a lower time frame and see if we can really find any zones that we can trade, or if there are any zones which are fresh and or have been tested. Let's just see them so we can have a reference point. I'll just clear this drawing. So this is the 75-minute chart, and what I'm doing over here is basically seeing if there are any good zones that we can trade. Previously I'd actually marked this particular supply zone on the 120-minute chart. I'll just show you for reference. There's a huge gap here, which very beautifully, as you can see, it's come into this supply zone, and then the market has reacted to it also. So this could have been a very good trade that worked, and you would have gotten a lot of points in 1 or 2 days itself. And now the next thing is, I'd also marked a demand zone. Just for reference, I'll show you. So this was the demand zone that I marked. It is again a 3 candle basing. There's a gap here. I'll show you how beautifully this has worked. So if you see, it's worked after quite a lot of time, but let's see, like if you see this particular candle, the wick has just entered the zone and gone into the supply zone that again we had marked, and then the market fell. So the market has definitely been playing around the zones that that are being formed, and these are, so this tells us that there are quite a lot of traders sitting at every price range. There's a lot of movement that is happening, and a volatile market is definitely a good market to trade if you're trading with stop losses. No matter what, always trade with stop losses, and I think you'll be fine. So for today, this was the analysis, and thank you for watching. Take care.